Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 4. We're about to jump into this meeting-like thing on the Pantagruel. I don't know what it's about, but I can take a guess that it's going to be similar to Trails of Cold Steel 3, where everyone gets together for that party. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of conversations. Little conversations. I don't know. If I was going to imagine how it went, that's the first thing that comes to mind to me. So I'm assuming we're going to have a lot of, talking, and this might end up being broken up into two things. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? According to my friend, it's a very long part. So, because I asked him, how far am I? Am I even halfway through the game, etc.? Yeah, so apparently I'm getting close to the end of this act. That's all I know. Also, I did this trial chest. It upgraded Ebon Crest for Altina to Ebon Crystal, which is just a bigger heal, I think. The other stuff is unaffected. It's still 4 turns and absolute reflect, so. I don't know, I did that. I think everything's good, but I wanted to take a look at this before I forget, just to double check. I'm just going to glance over it for the most part, but okay. Hiccups. After delays and hiccups, second trade conference is finally happening in Heimdall. Okay. That's a thing. Attendees. Representatives from Remiferia and will be its prime minister in place of Prince Albert. Duke Dunan. Okay. Conference will be joined. I'm leaving this on the screen so you can read it if you wanted to pause and read it yourself, but he stated in the conference that this will be an opportunity to strengthen ties between those involved in Operation Jormungand. Conference will be split into 2 parts. Be focused on the drafting policy. Okay. Second, for promoting cooperation between allied regions, and just etc. Oh, wow, a majority of this is just about the conference. Armored divisions deployed. Preparations for the operation are smooth. 7 of the armored divisions are reaching out to the front line in Crossbell. Okay. Hijacked airship. The other morning, airship en route from Rower to Ordis went missing. That was the side quest we did. The cause was by a Jaeger group, of course. We already went through all that. It's just making it obvious that this is how the Imperial Chronicles sees it, or is showing it. Okay, ladies who labor. Adel. We know who she is. Learning experience, blah, blah, blah. Many miners and personnel are passing through the area. She was the head of the gardening club in her student years. Yup. Wizard growing not only flowers, but vegetables. Telling you to go there. Imelda's Antique Shop. Offering antiques of all kinds, including clocks, lamps, and Rosenberg dolls. Sure. This wasn't very informative. A lot less than I thought. But I wanted to double check. You never know. All right, we have part 2 of that. 3 and 9. I really want to read it. I want to read all of these, but 3 and 9 just kind of interests me. Okay, we've wasted 4 minutes. Well, not wasted, but we're gonna head out. I don't know who the party's gonna be. Does it even matter? Because this doesn't seem like a battle kind of situation. Our designated meeting point is the buffer airspace above the borders of Erebonia, Calvard, and Liberl. I've already charted our course. Should we depart and rendezvous with the Pantagruel? Once you depart, the story will progress. Please note that content, time limited, will disappear. The most I could do right now, I've already double-checked everything, is go get Sepith Mass and all that nonsense, but we're just going for it. Understood. I'll call everyone together then. Got it, thanks. I am ready. It's gonna be a lot of talking, though. Once Class 7 and the rest of the crew had each finished up their remaining affairs, the Merkaba then began to make its way towards the designated meeting point. I mean, the only things I know, just from talking to my friend, is there's a lot of talking. And there's a lot of voiced and non-voiced scenes. So that let me prepare without being spoiled in any way. I mean, I expected that stuff, so. Neutral airspace over the 3 nations. I want to know who we're actually going to see here, though, because they made it sound like it'd be someone the characters wouldn't know, but we would? I don't know. Narkaba number 8, this is the Pantagruel speaking. Your ship is now permitted to dock. Please follow the beacon. Understood. Initiating automated boarding. Wow, we really are over a 3-way border, if only just barely. The non-intervention zone should span the entire surrounding area, supposedly. Not much chance for interference when you're straddling 3 entire countries, huh? Yep, plus it's off the invasion route into the Republic. Oh. It makes for a pretty effective blind spot. But did we really have to go all the way here just to find out what Melee Mirage is about? They're here. Enter the front runners. Who is here? Pantagruel landing craft. What you got flashing lights for? There's so much flashing going on. I don't know why it's so noticeable. It's like I never see flashing lights like this. Yep. There's the Bobcat. Or not the Bobcat. Oh, a certain country's latest model of gunship. Type Avior? What's it? Calvard. It kind of looks like a Bobcat to me. Scout ships from the Pantagruel and more from the northeast and the south. The northeast and the south, could it be? That makes their origins clear, geographically speaking. Yeah. But in that case, the ship coming from the east must be a new state-of-the-art military gunship from the Republic, courtesy of the Verne Company. That's right. Complete with the higher carrying capacity and expanded cruising range. So many people from so many different regions gathered together for one purpose. You say, does this mean that all these people are...
Indeed. Important figures from each one of our neighboring countries.
I thought this was clear.
The Kingdom of Liberal, the Principality of Remiferia, and even the Republic of Calvard. And if all goes to plan, we'll have a few special guests from the Bracer Guild and the SSS join us too.
Sure. I figured they were coming. You didn't... They made it sound like they were surprised, but we just talked about this. You already knew. Now that's the Bobcat. No, it's not. There's a different light to it. It's like a different color all of a sudden. I don't remember what the Bobcat looks like anymore. Frontal hold. Been about a month, hasn't it? Oh, right. This is where you escaped from, right, Ash? Wow, this ship is huge. Hey, that's the Bobcat, too. Okay, good. I was right. It's just like Josette said.
So, you showed up after all.
We sure did. And you're gonna slow reveal each character, aren't you? Brigadier General Bardius, you look well.
As do you, Schwarzer. Despite everything General Le Guin and Miss Clotilda tell me you've been through. Your Highness, Lady Angelica, it's a pleasure to have you back safely with us.
Thank you, Brigadier General. We appreciate it. Who'd have thought we'd be meeting here on the Pantagruel at a time like this?
Agreed. Things have taken a real turn since Ordis's last provincial council. What happens here today could very well change the course of history.
Wow, the course of history. Quite the assemblage, then. Indeed it is. In fact, some of our guests have already arrived, though many of them are simply here
Follow
to
me,
observe.
everyone.
It's really weird when one person in the whole cutscene talks while I try to voice all these random people. I feel like I'm getting yelled at by the character who's talking. Oh, we know the Pantagruel's inner guest area very well. Although it was a lot more tense last time. Crow knows this place very, very well. Oh, and same with Altina. Wow, incredible doesn't even begin to describe this place. Actually, haven't you and Instructor Reen been here before, Allie? It's a bit of a long story, but I shall not reveal the details of his misconduct during that occasion. Oh, right. When she was laying down and he just happened to walk in the room. Reen, what did you do? It's a misunderstanding. I'm not entirely convinced. Jeez, guys. I'm sure he didn't have impure intentions. Good job, Kurt, thank you. That's the whole problem. His heart is too pure. He walked in a room to get information from Altina, and she just happened to be laying down. He didn't do anything. He literally just walked in the room. Guys, his heart is fine. It's not his, but that's a different story. As I told you before, Reen, nobody likes a goody two-shoes. You got that right. Can you guys just not? We've known for a while of your unsociable ways. Yeah, we already accepted the fact that you're completely clueless about people's feelings, Reen. Really? Reen's got all the luck, though. I think you guys need to stop all being in love with him. I think that's your fault. All the bad luck, they'd say. I'm just gonna keep defending Reen. This brings back memories. Reen carried me in his arms once. And here comes more drama. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Man, there was a lot going on that day. I doubt anyone there that day expected that sort of daring escape from you. Well, that must have been so cool. Reen, you hound. You really can't judge a book by its cover. Oh my god. Guys like you and Lloyd are really something else. Leave some charm for the rest of us, will you? I get it. Instructor Sarah Toa, requesting permission to burst into tears. Permission denied. This just means everyone likes you, Reen. You're a lucky man, Reen.
Wow. Well, looks like the party's already started.
That's Lloyd.
Kinda feels like this meeting was a long time coming, huh?
Lloyd Akechi. Or even Saray. I remember his voice first from Tales of Zestiria.
Well, I'll be. Took you guys long enough.
Long time no see, Tita.
They're all in the same room and there's no one chasing them out.
Have you grown a few, Reach? Or am I imagining things?
Estelle, Joshua, and...
Hello again, Tita. Remember our promise?
Ren! Oh, you guys.
Aw.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Don't you get me started, too.
So melodramatic. And here I thought you two'd have grown out of this by now.
You're one to talk. I can see you getting a little choked up yourself. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Agate.
As if there was any doubt. We're making progress, don't get me wrong. But there's still a lot left to take care of.
All the more reason to stay on top of our game from here on.
Oh, Sarah! You're here, too!
Nice to see you again. It's been too long.
Man, it sure has. What's it been, like 3 years since you were last here in the Empire? Oh yeah, let me introduce you to Fee. So,
Fee? Like The Fee? That petite powerhouse they keep talking about in all the guild branches?
Wow.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sylphide. As you can see, we've heard all about the work you've been doing.
You can just call me Fee. I've heard a thing or two about you guys, too. You know, from Agate and Sherazard.
Oh yeah? Trust them to embarrass us like that.
Speaking of Shera, we still don't know where she is, do we?
Not a clue. We know she's still alive, at least. Way I figure, if she was in trouble, she'd contact us with that thing she's got.
She's gonna be up in the room drinking. For sure.
Right. It's
Sorry
only
to
been
hear.
about 2 weeks since we last heard from her.
She left Heimdall altogether just after that, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got all the other Erebony embracers looking out for her too.
Tio! Nice tackle, Kia. Lloyd, Ellie, I'm glad you guys managed to come.
Tio, that's not oof.
Nice tackle, Kia.
That's not oof. It's okay.
Of course. We wouldn't miss this.
Oh, I can't help myself. Come here, you two.
Ellie, I can't breathe.
Oh, Tio, I'm so relieved to see you're okay. Yona's been worried about you too, you know.
Oh, you don't say. That's cool. But also, I could really use some air.
Hoo-wee! The dynamic duo's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
Hoo-wee.
Good to see you, Randy.
Right back at you, Lloyd.
This is a bigger...
Now, hold on a moment. You didn't think I'd just let that little comment of yours slide, did you?
Those two seeing those two together, for the first time in this series with, you know, actual voice scenes and updated graphics, that's a bigger thing for me than probably the rest of them. I don't know why.
Who's the dynamic duo? Me and Tio? I don't think we got any taller.
No, not a... crap. Forget I said anything, alright?
Shame on you, Randy. There are children here.
And we didn't forget about you, Yuna. Kia's been telling us about all you've been up to.
We heard you helped set Tio free. I'm so proud of you. Well, that was more Class 7 as a whole. It was just part of our mission. As someone who's always looked up to the SSS, it's so great seeing all of you back together again.
What do you mean? You're one of us too, Yuna. Mm-hmm. You're a lot closer to the SSS than you give yourself credit for.
I think it's because she wasn't written into the story until recently. Didn't they go back and like they're updating the game and adding Yuna in it or something? The old ones? Because it was a little weird when she was just like, yeah, I know all of them, and I was like, you do? Like how? And then they were all like, hey Yuna, it's been a while. And you didn't seem like... That's fine. That's fine. But apparently they're adding her into the original. I don't know. Well, they're remastering it. Is that what they're doing? They're doing something. I'm ready when it comes out, though.
That's right.
Because I haven't
You carry on the spirit of Prospel in a way all your own.
played it
we're all
myself.
aware of how much you look up to the SSS. But you know what? It goes both ways. We're just as proud of you too, Yuna. Every one of us.
Thank you.
Well, at the very least, you've gotten a bit more tame since the first day you bucked into the branch campus.
Duh, come on, Randy! Let me have my moment! Oh, right! Elisa! Over here!
Oh boy. There's gonna be
You look amazing.
Too
It's been
many.
Too long.
too many people.
I'm so glad you guys finally got the chance to reunite.
Oh, that's right. Elisa and Ellie met up about 3 months ago, huh?
Yep. Elisa's the granddaughter of the Reinford Company's founder. Not to mention a Thor's alumnus.
Thank you, Elisa. Though, I don't think I look even half as good as you. Allow me to congratulate you on your reunion as well.
Aw, thanks.
'What? What was that about?
I suppose I'd better introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Reen Schwarzer, graduate of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. Ellie, Estelle, Joshua. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Don't forget sacrifice.
The pleasure is ours. Elisa's told me quite a bit about you already. Perhaps a bit too much, actually.
Oh, Ellie!
We definitely know you by now, after all the stories we've heard. From Tita's letters and Ren. Even Olivier and Toval.
I see. It's no surprise you knew His Highness, but I wasn't aware you knew Toval too.
Yup. We met back on our first trip in Erebonia. He helped us out a bunch. It's good to meet you, Reen. This has definitely been a long time coming. Don't worry. You can loosen up around us. We're the same age, more or less, right?
Got it. I think I'll take you up on that. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
As are we.
All the handshakes. Right.
It's been a while, Lloyd. How have you been?
Busy, to say the least. It's been crazy this past year and a half. I really owe you for your help during Operation Birdcage.
Now you're
I'm
3D
sure I'll
for
get
that?
the chance to return the favor, though. I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot more of each other. From here on, Reen, we fight on the same side. As equals.
Instructor Reen?
Honestly, I'm not sure I even deserve to shake your hand. I'm sure you've heard about what I've done. The mistake I made.
Reen.
You had to show the map.
It's my fault that the curse spread throughout not only the Empire, but Crossbell too. It's the same with North Ambria and Jirai as well. Even this awful war with Calvert. I have no idea how I can even begin to apologize.
No, Reen. That's wrong. It's my duty as a detective to look beyond what's on the surface. You want to know what I see? I see that this was all a setup from the very start. Nothing you could have done would have possibly changed the outcome. I see a man who, despite it all, never fell to despair. A man who continues to push back, even at this very moment. Not just for Crossbell, or even Erebonia, but for the world itself and all who reside in it. Within you lies the strength of countless allies, helping you move forward through whatever may come. I'd like the SSS to be a part of that, Reen. To be one of those allies there by your side. Empire or Crossbell, where we're from doesn't matter anymore. Now we're fighting for the world itself. Together.
Lloyd.
This guy, I swear.
It's pretty good at speeches still.
Now I understand why you look up to him the way you do.
Yep. Told you he was great.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow up a speech like that? I'll gladly take your words to heart. It's good to have you with us, Lloyd. I'll be honest with you, our situation is looking grim, and it's only going to get worse from here. But that's never stopped us before. With you on board, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
Wish there was like a screenshot mode where you could just hide the chat.
You got it.
This is like the perfect shot.
That goes for us, too. We Laburlians got your back.
I see you've saved me the trouble of rounding you up.
Yes. Wow.
Principal
24
Le Guin.
minutes. And it's just been voice scenes. This is great.
Right on time. Is everything ready?
Is she?
General Aurelia Le Guin, commander of the Viceland Army.
Wow. I can tell this lady's a serious badass.
That's an understatement. She's one of the greatest swordmasters of our generation.
Definitely true.
Bracers of Liberl, Special Support Section. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aurelia Le Guin. Well met, all of you. I'd love to chat with each of you individually, of course, but time is of the essence. I suspect our other guests are anxious to get things underway.
Who the hell else could there be? Okay. There's Kayla and the... Do we know her name? No. Big guy on the right. No idea. Green hair guy, no idea.
What?
Well, we'll find out.
I knew it.
Well, if it isn't the special support section, I do believe it's been around 2 years since our paths last crossed. Though it
Ew.
would seem Arios is not with you this time around.
A pleasure to see you again, Your Lordship.
Our apologies. Arios had some pressing matters to attend to, though he did make sure to send his regards.
Is that so? I suppose I expected as much. A man in his position seldom has any time to spare. Princess Elphin, I bring you my greetings and condolences both. We received news of Emperor Eugen's condition, as well as the tragedy that befell Prince Olivert. I can only imagine the pain this must put you through. You have my deepest sympathies.
And you have my sincerest appreciation, Your Lordship. I must admit, I didn't expect to be able to meet with you so soon.
Nor did I. A silver lining in the dark cloud that brought us here. Lady Mildine, allow me to thank you once again for the invitation.
The gratitude is ours, Your Lordship. It's an honor to receive you.
Ha ha! This is quite an extraordinary crowd we have here.
Oh, that voice. I know that voice.
Correct me if I'm wrong, SSS, but it was 2 years ago that we last met as well, was it not?
Yes, back at the trade conference.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Princess Alphin, Lady Mildine, I don't believe I've ever formally had the pleasure. Though I suppose in a way we aren't entirely unfamiliar with each other.
It's Kokichi's voice. Yeah. I like this voice actor. He's interesting.
I had the privilege of meeting your brother, you see, back during the conference.
Ah, yes, he mentioned you before. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. Knowing you're here helps put into perspective the true scale of Operation Meal Mirage.
I've been saying it wrong
It's an
again.
honor to have you. We do appreciate you taking the time to come. After all, I'm sure you, of all people, have been particularly busy of late, President Rocksmith.
What? No way!
Is he?
So that's how this is gonna go.
I don't even know how to react.
How silly of us. I
Did you have
didn't
to step
realize
down?
we had neglected to make our introductions.
In that case, allow me to go first.
I thought the letter I read, the president had to step down. Albert von
I am
Bartholomew.
Albert von Bartholomeus, Grand Prince of the Principality of Remeferia. It's a pleasure to meet you, students and alumni of Thor's Military Academy.
How could I forget Prince Albert? I had to reread that letter.
And I'm Samuel Rocksmith, President of the Republic of Calvert. I'm sure I'm the last person you would expect to see here.
Prince Albert is one thing, but President Rocksmith?
Indeed. And in person, no less. What's the President of Calvert doing here? We're on the verge of war.
That is exactly why I chose to attend, Machius Regnitz.
He's got some ears.
Ah, and you must be the acting Duke Alberea. And, you're Fee Clausel, correct?
What the hell? That's
Let
random.
me guess. She told you. As I suspected, you work for Calvert's Central Intelligence Department.
Latina, we knew that. Right? We definitely knew that. Or are you just gonna assume we didn't do the side quest? Kayla. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but... Lucy Sayland.
That's right. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, as well as a member of the Special Force Hercules. Thanks for your help before, by the way.
I'm
You say-
Lucy Sayland, private secretary to the Grand Prince. For
I
those of
see.
you we met before, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Now I understand. You were investigating Erebonia's internal affairs to prepare for today's meeting.
Wait, back up a sec. If the heads of Remiferia and Calvert are here, then...
There's only one more big nation we're missing.
The burrow.
It would seem they've arrived.
Oh, you're modeled.
They made it.
Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Liberl has just as much a stake in this as anyone else, after all.
I wasn't expecting them to have 3D models, just to talk about them.
Liberl. And beside her...
Man, today's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Sorry for the delay. I have to say, this is the most luxurious ship I've ever seen.
Thank you once again for inviting us.
I don't know if I was expecting that voice. Claudia Van Osles. I don't want to say it wrong. Cassius Bright. I
My
wasn't
name
expecting
is
that.
Claudia von Auslies. I will be participating on behalf of Queen Alicia II of Liberl. Delighted to make your acquaintance, everyone.
Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl.
Very scary.
Unfortunately, we don't really have time for pleasantries. How about we get straight down to business?
Weird. I wasn't expecting his model to look like that. Still got a great mustache. It's all that matters. I have a feeling Olivier is gonna just pop out of nowhere on this ship. If he was gonna be alive, which I think he is, this would be where he comes back. I don't know, either this or during the trade conference. Are we gonna go deal with the trade conference too in Heimdall? I don't know. Oh boy, this is everyone's split into rooms just like the party, and I'm gonna have to go talk to everyone. I bet. This feels more like a summit than an informal meeting of concerned parties. Yeah, but Eustace and Angelica must have known this was coming, right? Yes, Nuse planned to include representatives from powers outside Erebonia right from the beginning. Though we had no idea who exactly would be invited or in attendance. I knew most of them, but... Turns out Operation Meal Mirage, I got it right this time, has many influential backers. And the Lieutenant General of Liberl is among them. Cassius Bright, the tactical genius who stopped the Empire's invasion during the 100 Days' War. After the war, he left the army and worked as a bracer for a while. And didn't... something about Sarah. Oh god, he and my father were good friends. It stopped Purple Lightning from helping him. Oh, I don't remember. I think I remember something involving him around 4 years ago. Right, when multiple Erebonian branches of the guild were blown up. When the anomaly started in Liberl, he rejoined the army. Now he's gonna have a friendly chit-chat with the president of Calvard, whose country is about to get invaded by Erebonia. That Muse is an excellent matchmaker. She even reached out to Remiferia. Wow. Remiferia is in a similar situation as Liberl right now. The Empire is pressuring both of them to allow the army safe passage through. Neither are particularly willing to do so, but they fear retaliation should they decline. Refusal could be construed as siding with Calvard. Small nations can't afford to be assertive against the overwhelming power of the belligerent Erebonia. Duvali's just been kind of there recently. Yeah, that'll probably be the main topic of today's discussion today, I think. While those nations can't openly oppose the Empire, we, along with the Abracers and the SSS, more free to take action. This is a good opportunity to speak with the other parties involved. Not just Liberl and Crossbell, but Remiferia and even Calvard too. Indeed, there is no better time for us to exchange information. It's also the ideal time to speak one's mind freely. After discussions have concluded, I'd like to speak with the Grand Prince and the President myself. You've got guts, I'll give you that. Though I wouldn't mind exchanging a few words with them either. And I'd like to talk to Ellie if there's time. And Crown Princess Claudia too. Oh my god. Seriously? Well, I guess this is your best shot to get close to her. By the way, Ash, don't you and Joshua go way back? Look, that ain't confirmed, and I don't really remember him. You do. I remember the flashback that they clearly showed. Still, you two might want to talk and clear things up. Yeah, that's what this thing's all about, isn't it? There's gonna be a dinner after the main talks. We can talk about more personal stuff then. Sure. Principal invited us here, so there's no point in acting like wallflowers. Yes, let's make the most of it. Oh boy. I should go around and talk to the attendees myself. I definitely want to check in on with those from Liberl and Crossbell. Might as well talk to the representatives of Calvard and Remiferia too while I'm at it. Sure. Might as well. Temporarily disbanded party. Main story will progress once you've seen the required sub-events. And I'm assuming people will just move around and I have to talk to everyone again? Oh my god. We're gonna be busy for a minute. So many people to talk to. Let's talk to the people who aren't at story yet. Welcome, welcome. I'm the butler in service of the Gwyn family. Please don't hesitate to let me know if you need anything. The cure to hiccups. It's a great pleasure to have guests from the highly esteemed Thor's Military Academy. Hope you find your stay with us relaxing and your room satisfactory. We have a room. Dinner will be served later, but light refreshments are available anytime. If there is any particular cuisine you prefer, Erebonian, Liberlian, Remiferian, or Calvardian, please let me know. Wow. Got a lot of talent then. We've been making our own preparations in secret. Lady Mildean's Operation Meal Mirage is the only thing capable of stopping Operation Jormungand. Chancellor Osborne's government must be stopped. Justice is on our side. Sure. Oh, I can't go here? That's the way to the upper deck. I don't need to go there at the moment. So definitely later. This is interesting, though. I'm still curious about the meeting, but I guess I'll just have to wait for the results. Oh, I see. They're all blocked off. Oh, yeah. Imperial. I don't know which one it was, but I remember the title. No, Rhineford Company. Nope. Three Great Minds. They talked about Calvard in one of these. Nope, not that one. Nope. Where is it? Eugen's condition. Is it 5? Is it more recent? Okay, give me a second here. Okay, it's this one, which is number 6. According to the Foreign Resources, Samuel Rocksmith, the current president of Calvard, has lost in the recent election to his opposing candidate. Rocksmith's proposed economic and immigration policies are to blame for the drop in his popularity ratings. However, due to emergency measures taken in light of the coming war, he's expected to remain in office for another 6 months. Okay. So he is still president for now, but he did lose. So, interesting. I was a little confused about that. I'm glad I got that out of the way. Okay, this is gonna be weird. So many voices. So much reading, at least. There you are, Reen. Steadily working your way through the crowd, chatting everyone up. Are you going to talk to Kayla, too? If that's okay, as a special second lieutenant Kayla. Yes, you may speak to me at any time without reservation, Ashton Chevalier. I'm grateful for your help the other day. I had a feeling you guessed who I was right at the start. I had my suspicions. It seems I interrupted your conversation. What was it about? We were just touching upon recent internal affairs in Calvard. I'm not sure what you might have heard about the situation there. The ruling party lost to the opposition in their recent elections. Once President Rocksmith's term ends, he'll be forced to step down. Oh. I just read that. Okay. Yes, I read about it in the Imperial Chronicle. That's a drastic change. The country is already in a crisis, but there's also been the acts of terrorism carried out by anti-immigration faction. I see. Immigration is a very divisive issue in the Republic. With each passing day, it's becoming more apparent how weak our country is. I expect our leaders to announce a new course of action after today's discussion. Thank you. I have a handle on Kelvard's situation now. Despite her young age, Kayla is remarkably sharp. Sure. Oh, and there's more at the same table. Sounds as though things are pretty chaotic over in the Republic. Yeah. I knew there was some dissension there, but I had no idea it was on this level. You just have to wait and see what decision the conference members come to. Yep. By the way, it's so good to see you again, Kayla. How has Kilika been doing? As well as ever, she's one Iron Lady. You make it sound as though a long time has passed since you were last in Calvard. Angelica, that Kilika, is she who I think she is? You picked up on her name, huh? She's a practitioner of Taito. She's the one who taught me. I thought so. Kayla, have you also been trained in the Taito style? No, although I do admire Eastern martial arts and swordsmanship. Pursuing those arts requires serious dedication and investment of one's time. I admire you for having reached intermediate level in the 8 leaves 1 blade style, Reen. Thanks. Yeah, sure. I want to see a 3D model version of Master well, actually, I don't even know what he looks like. Kafai? Is he gonna... He should be in this game. Or at least in Trails of Beginnings, because that one's apparently Calvard's... Or no. That's pre-Calvard story start? I don't know. I actually don't know much about it, because I didn't want to read into it until I finished this game, because I know it takes place after this game. It's an honor to speak with you again. We haven't had the chance to talk at leisurely since we were at Esmelas Garden. It's been so long. I was kind of having an identity crisis when we last met. Somehow, we've always been too busy to really talk. Yeah, true. Damn, all the generals here are strong as hell. You managed to hold off McBurn all on your own at Languedoc Canyon. That's pretty damn awesome. My father fought McBurn as well. Though he seemed alright at the time, the damage his body suffered manifested later. Oh, have you noticed anything similar? No, luckily, I seem to be perfectly fine. I don't think it's because McBurn was going easy on me. He seemed dead set on inflicting as much pain as possible. I think he might have been particularly vicious when he was fighting against Viscount Arcade. Ah, I was worried about Wallace too. Good to know he's okay. It would be nice to have a friendly duel with him one day. Oh, you're not even... He wasn't even involved in that. He was just eavesdropping. Well, is that you, Schwarzer? You look awfully serious. The situation's pretty grave. At least I finally have a sense of what direction I should be heading in. I got my allies to thank for that, and for lending me their strength. That's good. Gaius, you seem to have gotten used to your new powers. Barkhorn was a legend, there's no doubt about that. But I think you'll be another. That's kind of you to say so. I hope it won't sound patronizing, but I've been concerned about you. I see now that I needn't have worried. You're doing well for yourself, and you'll go far if you keep it up. You know how to build my confidence. I appreciate it. They both studied under Barkhorn. I'm thankful they've got a good relationship. I should speak to Cassius soon. The Brigadier General is startlingly accurate with his observations. I should take his words to heart. I'm sure that's for the best, Gaius. In fact, maybe I should take that advice to mind myself. I've got to say, though, I'm impressed with how far you guys have come. Looking at you, I feel certain you can overcome any challenge if you just work as a team. Thank you. I hope we'll prove you right. Sheesh. Why is every single general we know a superhuman monster on the battlefield? From the sound of it, General Bright from Liberal's no different. Yeah, I was hoping for a chance to talk to him, but it sounds like the general hasn't suffered any serious side effects from fighting McBurn. We really must train ourselves towards their level if we're going to stand a chance. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're just going to do the south side first. I'm going to stop and get a drink after this one. Because I'm already a little dehydrated. Oh, there you are. Introducing yourself to all the important people, are you? Well, I thought it wouldn't hurt. What are you up to? Not much. We're merely standing around. I've been on this airship before. I've seen all there is to it. Anyway, the talks will be over soon, so I might as well wait here. Something bothering her. She's not hiding it very well, is she? It's about that man from Liberal, Cassius. She's been acting funny around him. Ah, I get it. He's a master of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style. He used to go by the nickname Divine Blade. Hey, what are you talking about behind my back? It's rude to exclude people from a conversation when they're right there with you. Sorry about that. Do you really want to know? Pushes everything aside. How are you doing, Rosine? Everything okay? More or less. I received a report of some Ouroboros activity from the high seat when I was on the way here. Nothing's happened yet, though. By the way, has there been some sort of incident in the holy city of Arteria? I think Emma mentioned something about that too. Vito might know more about it, but as luck would have it, she's not here. Ah, yes. Maybe she'll turn up eventually. Maybe, but as for me, I'm happy she's keeping her distance. I can relax without her annoying presence setting my teeth on edge. Enjoy it while you can. Should I ask the staff to fetch you a saucer of warm milk? Good idea, thanks, Rosine. Was she smiling? Smiling cat? I'm gonna try to make myself comfortable. You should try to go relax too. Being stressed all the time isn't good for you. It sure isn't. Even with so many distressing things going on, we can't let ourselves get into anxiety. Give in. If you can, try to clear your mind and relax. I will. Thanks, Rosine. One of my goals is to achieve the pinnacle of mastery as a swordsman. Leonard was quite a promising individual, with skill almost as great as that of my lord, but... Yeah, from what I heard about him, that seems to be the case. The up-and-comers I'll need to watch out for include both the Purple Lightning and the Arcee girl. You as well, I suppose. What an honor. Speaking of up-and-coming swords masters, there's a fellow disciple of the 8 Leaves 1 style, the 1 Blade style, just 8 Leaves style, who started before I did. She's not a direct acquaintance, but I've heard that she's Master Kafai's granddaughter. She's been practicing since childhood. What? Such a person exists? Yes, she's a bracer from Liberal. I don't think she's a direct disciple, but I think she's acquainted with the style and the others. I heard from Master Kafai that she's got great potential overall. A rival. I will need to see this Liberal bracer with my own eyes. Immediately, Duvali decides that she must be a rival. Well, healthy competition is good, I guess. Oh, Duvali. Alright, 1 second while I rehydrate. Okay. I think I'm good. Judging by the time, I may have to... Because I don't know how long this is going to be. I wonder if I can play cards against the president. I may have to split it. I don't know where it's going to be good here, but I feel like after I talk to everyone, is there a good break point? Because I don't want to have like a hour and 20-minute episode and then the next one be like 5 minutes because I accidentally got the cutscene timing wrong. We'll see. This coffee is excellent. Yeah, and the biscuits are great. They're Remiferia's specialty. I'm glad they're to your liking. Afternoon coffee and biscuits, what a wonderful custom. I could get used to this. So true. I was worried that you'd be pretty unapproachable since you're the Grand Prince's secretary. She looks very approachable. I was surprised to learn you're not much older than us, though. You're really young for your position. My situation is quite different. I'm close with Princess Elfin. I've been appointed especially for this occasion. My family is quite well known in Remiferia. You might have heard of the Salins. Let me think. Salins. Where have I heard that name before? The doctor? Company? The Salin Company produces medical equipment shipped worldwide. Remiferia is famous for being at the forefront of medical research, which becomes a bartering chip in relations with other nations. The Salin family, besides owning a prosperous medical company, has strong connections in government. Are you well, obviously you're related. Are you like sisters? I don't know. You've done your homework. The current state of affairs is deeply worrying for Remiferia. Our country is small and relies on advanced technology and scientific research to remain afloat. We're not prepared to deal with this war in the least. I understand your predicament. I wish there was something we could do to help. Well, let's see how these talks go first. I was wondering what her special secretary position was all about. She's very good with words, though. It's easy to see things from her perspective, and she encourages others to side with her. The Grand Prince made the right choice, appointing her. Oh. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Reen. Do you have time to take a break? I have coffee and snacks. Oh no, don't mind me. You're in the middle of an important discussion, and I don't intend to stay long. Just before I go, I heard you ran into my students back in Lemaire. That's right, I didn't realize their connection to you at the time, though. I'm afraid I was unable to properly introduce myself at the time. I apologize if I caused them any unnecessary wariness. No worries. They know you weren't keeping secrets just for the heck of it. It must be Adios's will that we'd meet like this. Well, that and some careful planning from Yusei. It's a shame we don't have more time to sit and talk. We should get together over a nice cup of coffee sometime and get to know each other better. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's make it happen. Okay. Sorry to impose on you, Elise. Oh, Reen, I just wanted to say hello to Eustace and the others. I'm really enjoying learning about Remiferia's customs. But when I think about the princess attending the meeting... I know. I'm worried about that too. But worrying about it now won't help anything. Taking a break now might also clear your mind for your return trip. Lucy. Alright, I'm gonna stay calm and wait for the princess. Well, I hope we can exchange some useful information in the meantime for a good report. Thank you for being worried for me, Lucy. Elise seems okay. Secretary Lucy really is a good talker. Remiferia is always interested in me. I really want to go on tour there in the future. I see. Is there a reason why? There's a traditional dance there called ballet. It's been well received not just because of the music that accompanies it, but as a comprehensive performance art itself. I've always been interested in it, but I haven't had the chance to go. I get it now. Well, maybe you'll be able to ask about how things are there. Yeah, I think it'd make for a great learning experience for me. I'm also interested in other aspects of Remiferian culture. I've got to ask about a bunch of different things. Sure. I'm surprised it's not common here. Ballet. Or in the Empire. I forgot we're not even technically... Well, we're over all of the countries, but still. I didn't expect to see the Grand Prince Albert again so soon. Oh, that's right, you already met him. Yes, 4 months ago when he paid a visit to Erebonia. He wasn't accompanied by Miss Sayland at the time. It's a shame she's only his temporary assistant. His hospitality is impeccable, and she makes amazing coffee too. Wow, she's even got a tea lover like you praising her coffee. I'll have to give it a try myself. Sure. Holy shit! Oh god. Grace, what are you doing here? Well, I sure am lucky getting invited aboard the Pantagruel to carry out exclusive interviews. Okay, I'm gonna half-ass your voices because there's 5 females here in this group. So many interesting people all in one place. Ellie, Tio, Elisa, and even MF of the Hexen clan. This has gotta be fate. Adios must have guided me here to interview you all. What do you say? Maybe later if it doesn't take too long. Sorry, but I prefer if you kept me out of the papers. Even the ever the keen journalist, Grace. You should be aware of this, but you won't be able to allowed to publish anything about this meeting in the foreseeable future. What about freedom of press? Just kidding. I understand that being invited to this top-secret get-together is a great privilege, and I won't be able to write about it for a while. But once international relations become somewhat normalized, maybe I'll get the green light to publish a special report on this. After all, my duty as a journalist is to observe and document important events. That's definitely an important role. That's a sensible approach to take. I would take everything she says with a grain of salt. You're hoping the materials you collect here will win you the Pulitzer Prize, aren't you? Anyway, there's no harm in it, is there? I missed my chance last year and the year before. That's Grace, a journalist working in Crossbell. Whatever her reasons, she must have impressed the right people to be allowed here. Yeah, I gotta talk to him twice? All of them? Aha, the man of the hour. Ring Schwarzer, will you agree to an interview? I'm not at liberty to talk about a lot of things. Grace, you're putting him on the spot. She's very single-minded about interviewing people, but she's a nice person. Boo, you're no help at all, Tio. Reen, you look just like Grace walking around stiff and sniffing out info? Oh. Right. He is eavesdropping on like everything. Well, it's not like I'm not curious about the meeting. By the way, I was surprised that Vita didn't show up. Me too. She left the barrier and vanished somewhere. It worries me a little. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of suspicious, huh? You're nervous she's plotting something. I don't mean to sound ungrateful since she's helped us numerous times, but Vita's known to pursue pretty questionable goals. I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right? She doesn't agree with Ouroboros' current course, but she said she follows the Grand Master. No matter, she'll never not. I wonder if something about that. Thanks, Reen. If only the same could be said of my mother. I'm just expecting to get reveals at this point. Chairman Arena. Well, she's raised a wonderful daughter. There's no way she could be a bad person. Thanks. That was nice of you. Do I sense a scoop? No. Why is the Ashen Chevalier so sweet on you? Are you perhaps in a relationship? Grace, control yourself. Sorry. You can tell her off any number of times. She goes back to her MO right away. Yep. Seriously though, I'll have to officially interview you one day, and not just because I personally find you interesting. How about how the young hero faces the war? Yep. Now that's something I'd love to publish once we get through all of this. I'll consider it. I'm lightheaded for some reason. Grace is really something, huh? I wish I had that much drive. In a way, she reminds me of Vita. They're very different people, of course, but they have the same kind of assertiveness, let's say. It's a little more pronounced than Grace, though. With Grace. Could be that's part of what it takes to be a journalist. Or maybe that pushiness is what drew them to journalism to begin with. You guys know Vivi, right? She's kind of the same. Although she's more, I don't know, flirty. Grace is really something. I wish I had much. Yep. I'm sorry for all the trouble Grace caused you, Reen. Rest assured, I'll be scolding her later. That's alright, really. She wasn't that bad. I'm not sure if anything Grace did deserves Ellie's death stare. It's fine. It's fine. You've bulked up since I last saw you, Lloyd. You haven't grown taller as much as got wider in the shoulders. Life on the run's better than hitting the gym. I had to get my outfits retailored. Oh, I didn't notice. You see him every day, so what the difference isn't as obvious. But he looks more like his brother now, doesn't he? I've only seen him in pictures, but yeah, I'd say so. Now if only I had his height, too. Hey, you're pretty short. is it Guy Bannings you are referring to? He was once a high-ranking officer at the Crossbell Police Department, but died in the line of duty 5 years ago. Yeah, we used to live nearby. I've only known him from visions of the past I've seen here and there. He was super tall, and he seems like a really reliable guy. Yeah, I feel like such a kid compared to him, but there's no use in wishing I was more like my brother. Gotta play my cards I've been dealt. It's me you've got, not him. And I'm determined as can be to end this, and work towards independence for Crossbell. Me too. Spoken like a true leader. It is no wonder you were able to shake myself and Instructor Reen off during our encounter 2 years ago. Lloyd's been through a lot. In fact, I might have had it easier than him. It's news to me that he had a brother, though. His brother sounds like an amazing person, too. Instructor Reen, aren't you busy playing nice with everyone? Well, we've got to make the most of this opportunity. Lloyd, there's a lot for us to catch up on. I'd love to get a drink or two with you if you had time, but... Sweet, I'm coming too. How about we go to a place I know when this thing lands? It's got some pretty nice...
Randy.
Alright.
That's just like Randy.
Perfect. Actually, that reminds me. Risha Mao's busy elsewhere, right? Right now? Yeah, there's a bunch of different factions at play here, both within and outside the Erebonia. The other members of the SSS and our close allies are all busy dealing with them. Like Noel, Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios? That's right. God damn it. Fran and Wazi help us out sometimes, too. Sonia and Muriel, whatever their name, have been keeping their heads down, though. They can't do too much, considering their position. They're members of the same Crossbell Guardian Force that was absorbed by the Imperial Army, aren't they? Both very capable officers. Yeah, they have the same objective we do, but different obligations, not unrelated to the contents of today's meeting. Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture. You can't help but get an idea of the master plan looking at all the people Muse and General Le Guin invited here. Wow, Reen, I'm impressed. You ever thinking about becoming a detective? I doubt I could match up to the pros. Why does everyone just You all have zero confidence in yourself. Okay, can someone tell me what's going on? Same here. The only thing I know for sure is that these two gotta stop showing off already. I believe you were just projecting, Instructor Randy. You could do the same thing if you tried, Randy. Hey, I'm not sure I like what you're saying, Keto. You can chat with the group for a while. Oh, I can play you in cards? Oh, no. It's been a while since I got involved in something like this. Let's go drinking sometime, just us guys. It'll have to be some other time, though. Yeah, definitely. It's so fun to be back here with so many of our friends. Yeah, it sure is. I wish Risha were here so we could properly apologize to her and Lloyd about how we first met. I'll just have to wait till next time. Now, oh, you three are just connected. You know, I don't think I'll ever run out of things to chat with you about. But if I could bring up just one more thing. I heard from Yuna you play a bit of Vantage Masters. I play against Kia from time to time, so if you're ever raring for a match, you let me know. Oh yeah, you're on. Though, we'll have to make sure we don't get too out of hand. You're telling me. Let's do it. I am so ready. Knight. Beast will counterattack her.
To a good, clean match.
+2. Okay, I go first, huh? This is exactly what I want. 100%. But I need a low card for now. I don't have a low card. Shit. Guess it doesn't matter. But counterattacks are painful. I'm actually just gonna end my turn. As weird as it is. You're gonna be very painful. I don't know about this. Oh, I don't have fast forward on. Okay, let's get Blix in here. And, oh, I can't afford to do anything about that. I guess I'll try to do some damage there. I'm going all out as soon as I can afford that. Still can't afford it. That sucks. But I can put you here. I can take this thing out. Take you out. And attack. That's good. That's good. It's weird putting my master in the front row, but ooh, that's got a lot of health. But I think you can almost destroy it. Yeah. Look at all this nonsense. There's so much stuff. Okay. Okay, now I have to give you another one. Now I need to give you a blaze. I cannot let him kill this. I'm putting you in the back row. I'm gonna build it up more and put a wall on it. Oh! Right. Yeah, that'll happen. For sure. Gotta take you out, and I can't afford this. Oh, that was a dumb idea. Void. Alright, you get the double attack. That's bad. Okay, so I'm gonna use Blaze. I'm gonna put a wall on you. And buff up my stuff even more. And then swap you to... Oh no! I have to kill this. 15! Holy hell. He can kill me next turn though. But still, I did most of his health in one thing. Hey, you're gonna kill me for sure. The hell was all that? Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna put you here. Buff you guys. Oh boy. Move over. 17 and 6. He's dead. He's dead.
Dang. You're good at this.
That was interesting. That was... I put everything I had into one card. Damn. I like that one. Oh no, look at all these people. Okay. Okay. All female, mostly male. I'm gonna have to save after this just in case it auto moves forward and doesn't give me a chance. Because we have to end after these two conversations for sure. I never dreamed of I'd be in the presence of the President of Calvard and the Grand Prince of Remiferia. Crown Prince Claudia and General... okay, Cassius too. Man, this place is crammed top to bottom with bigwigs. Me, on the other hand, I'm just some schmuck with an airship. What am I doing here, mingling with them? What's the problem? You're great at mingling. And besides, you've been helping out Lloyd and bringing a bunch. No reason for you not to be here. By the way, thanks for helping me and Agate cross the border into the Empire. Thinks it would have been way harder without you. Tita, I told you that was no big deal. You saved my bacon too in Heimdall. Seems like Capua Delivery Service is always there to help when we're in a pinch. Your services are a lifeline for the guild too. Everyone's very thankful to have you guys around. You don't work for Jaegers, and you stay away from shady business. That counts in your favor. Look, it's a business, and we do what we have to in order to turn a profit. Oh, she's blushing. Oh. You guys, stop it. You really like teasing her, huh? Yeah. Don't worry, it's friendly teasing. Leaves, as well as the branch campus, used to be within the Capua barony. Members of Capua Delivery Service used to be sky bandits, but they seem like decent people. Rain, are you just walking around doing a recap? Hey, Rain. You're quite the social butterfly. Just making sure I get to talk to everyone. Cassius is next on my list, but he's not. He's not here. He's upstairs. Makes sense, since you both studied with Master Kafai after all. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure why he and Chloe agreed to come all the way here. And I don't know what to think about this Duchess Cayenne. The whole meeting is giving me some bad vibes. Yusei's not a bad person, I promise. I can only imagine she must have been planning this for a while. She tries not to show it, but the situation in the Empire was probably bothering her a lot. You noticed too, didn't you, Instructor? Yeah, I did. But from what I've heard, Yuna saw right through her when they met back up.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point.
Gonna do a flashback of a recent event?
There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
We caught a glimpse of her true self back then. She's only 16, younger than me. And Rena's 18. I won't go there. I've heard this and that about the Cayenne family. The Duke before the last was widely believed to be a just and wise noble. When he died in an accident, his younger brother inherited the title, but all he cared about was his personal interests. Yep. Yusei's foolish uncle even stirred up the Civil War. Yeah, he was like the reason for it. And their family was about to be stripped of their title and privilege. And yet here we are, with Musei as the mastermind behind the plan to save the world. She's got more guts than anyone on the ship. No, her plan doesn't, well, her plan's a backup plan. Kind of. I think I can empathize with her more after hearing that. Yeah, me too. Judging from what I've heard, it's no surprise she understands. There's no telling how these talks will go until they're over and done with. Wait, why did you close up on Ren? Got more guts on anyone on the ship, I think I can... But regardless of what major events are set in motion, we must not forget about the individuals being swept up. Yusei's one of those individuals, so do me a favor and stay by her side. I doubt you need me to tell you that, though. You really are amazing. Huh? You really just say what you think without beating around the bush, huh? I see now why Tita compares you to the sun. You're bright, and you dispel any shadows of doubt in others. Thanks for the advice. It's also her last name. That was my intention all along, but I needed the kick to get around to it. Glad to help. Good luck. Thanks. All of them again. This is 3 times. Oh, Estelle, there's been something I've been dying to know. You and Joshua are together, right? But how far exactly have you guys gone? Huh? That's so out of the blue. Don't try to wiggle out of it now. I'm burning with curiosity, too. You wouldn't have tried to dodge that question unless... Whoa! Why are you guys all bugging me about it? I can't tell you when Reen's right there. What if he hears? Looks like they're talking about something personal. I don't want to be a third wheel. I better go. Yeah, it might remind you of a certain situation you're going through. You know, because adopted brother and sister. Okay, that's it. That's gotta let it go. What's up, Estelle? Still no progress? Need some cheering up? I wouldn't say that. It's just, hey, knock it off with the leading questions. I probably shouldn't be listening into this. Isn't it cute how Estelle gets all flustered? Yeah, makes me want to jump right in and ask for more details. Instructor Sarah, Fee, please, show her some mercy. It's been 2 years and all, but could you try to tone it down a bit, if possible? But dump. Okay. I'm going to talk to them, but if it advances, I'm going to have to end it after this conversation regardless. Hey, Kurt and Ash. Good to see you again. Happy to have your instructor back. Yes, very much so. It was only possible thanks to everyone's help. Agate was pretty impressive with that sword of his. I really see where he got the name Heavy Blade. Those two weren't bad either. I might have taken a couple of swings, but I was just one of many taking part in Operation Bust Reen Out. Same goes for me and Kia. Maybe our timing was lucky, but credit goes to everyone equally. Joshua, Ash, don't the two of you have something important to talk about? Ren. She's right, don't put it off. Everything's going to shit right now. There's no guarantee you'll be able to see each other again. Yes, you should sort things out now. There's no denying that Raquel has become home to you, Ash. But I'm sure there's value in learning about the place that led you there. Even the music changed. Hummel was just a small village. It had no more than a few dozen inhabitants. As a result, there were very few children living there. Louvet was the oldest at 16. My sister Corinne was 15, and I was 6. There was another boy too. He was 3 years old. He was too young to play with us much, but ever since he was a baby, we looked after him. I was looking forward to playing with him when he was a little older. He was almost like a little brother to me. But then those peaceful days were abruptly ended. The group of Jaeger dropouts posing as the Royal Army opened fire on the villagers. I watched as Jan and Amelia were shot. There was blood everywhere. Their son fell to the ground, blood all over his clothes. We fled. We ran and ran, too afraid to look back. Survival was the only thing on our minds. That boy didn't die, though. He had merely fainted from shock. We had no idea. Eventually, we made it out of the village. Louvet stayed behind to distract our pursuers. He told me and Karen. I forgot. I don't have an official way to say anything. To keep running. But we got ambushed by another group of Jaeger dropouts. Joshua, that's truly heart-wrenching. I've heard it before, but it gets me every time. That's what happened 14 years ago. At least that's how I remember it. That boy we left behind might have a different perspective on the events that day. He might have hated us for escaping without him, and I can't blame him. The bullet you fired at Emperor Eugen should have been for me. What? Joshua, it's all right, Bren. It was a shock when I heard about what happened in Heimdall. I realized that the burden that boy from Hummel had to live with. But even though I felt immense guilt that we hadn't checked in to see if he was alive, that we hadn't taken him with us, there was another feeling too. Overwhelming joy. I can't say how happy it made me when I found out he had survived. Joshua, thanks for being patient and listening to this long story of mine. Don't know why you bother telling me when it's got nothing to do with me, but it wasn't entirely boring. I managed to stay awake till the end. Ash. It was almost nice, Ash. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Ash. The Hummel tragedy took place at about the same time I was taken to Amir. First taken. I'm glad Ash was able to hear Joshua's story. Almost got me, man. But you didn't. Oh, I didn't notice you were there, instructor. Hey, Breen. Dude, eavesdrop much? A lot, actually. Sorry about that. But the same event Joshua was talking about pretty much changed the course of my life, too. So it's at least a little relevant to me. Why so defensive, Ash? I thought you said Joshua's story had nothing to do with you. Ooh, she's got you there. Whatever, screw all that old drama. We got plenty of new drama we could talk about instead. For example, what's going on with you and Russell, huh? Oh god, the hell are you talking about? Huh? Oh, why don't you share with the rest of the class? Ren, it's not like that. Damn, you can't even see what's right in front of your face, old man. Yeah, old man. Little girl. That's why he can't see it, because he doesn't have dirty thoughts. We all know what's going on. It's obvious to anyone with half a brain. Who the hell are you calling old, you little brat? I'm only 28. Why are we even talking about this? That's a very Ash way to change the topic. He used to be such a crybaby. I'm glad Adios kept him safe. No, not just her. It's thanks to a number of kind-hearted people. Yeah, thanks for sharing that story with us, Joshua. Of course, thank you as well, Reem, for all you've done for him. Son of a bitch. Cut the crap, man. Why the hell would you even say something like that? What? I'm just curious. Seriously, though, if you don't make a move, some other guy will sweep Tita off her feet before you know it. Ash, walk away, slowly. I don't even know why people try to push that. I'm not okay. He just said he's 28 years old. She is, what, 16? It's not even the 12-year difference. It's just the fact that she's underage. Like, I would probably stop complaining if this game took place 2 years later. Not that age works the same in this game, apparently. But still. It's just, you know.
No.
So it is in America, so. How is it in Japan? Is it 16? I think it might be 16. I don't actually know. Is that why this is just normal? Finally getting to tell Ash about all this is really taking a load off my shoulders. Thanks for giving me a chance, Ren. No problem. You two are a lot alike, actually. You're both a little clumsy when it comes to your feelings. I can't deny that. It's been more lively than usual around here, but I'm glad to see Ash enjoying himself again. Yeah, it seems like Agate's getting the short end of the stick, though. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to go back to the center to... Good, you actually gave me an opportunity. I would totally keep going, but obviously I have to split this. I just know that this is very similar to Trails of Cold Steel 3's Palace after party stuff. And then there'll be a big moment in there similar to when Ash shot the Emperor. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously not going to follow the same course, but it's just those same feelings. Like, you know, we're talking to everyone, getting whatever. We're going to step out there, and then everyone's going to be updated, probably swapped around. Maybe they won't. Maybe it'll just move on. But at some point, some big, you know, game-changing announcement will happen. Because right now, we don't know what we're doing. We just went around picking up Thor's students. And Tio and the princess. Well, we just went around picking up all of them. And now we're just sitting here like... I don't know. Rain needs to figure out this whole rivalry thing, so...
Okay.
Doesn't seem like that's going to be brought up at all here. What can you do, though? I'm very interested to see how that goes. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.